We are delighted to join you back onto this live stream after a little bit of a technical and power delay here in the ground. Usually when you try to bring in some of these community games from some of the remote locations, and that lacks a little bit of infrastructures when it comes to setting up some of these resources. There could be some technical lagging from time to time, but these two gentlemen being very nice to check before passing on in front of the camera. Thank you for that. But nonetheless, a fantastic game going on. Wallabies trying very hard to come back into this game. 4 overs remaining now with the loss of 5 wickets. Usman Kamran already playing 12 balls. A bit of leg side once again by Abbas. That has been, that's another one into the body. We had broadcasted one of those earlier. Where the wicketkeeper throw was directly into the helmet of a batsman onto the striker's end. But all done in a friendly gesture here. Not as a gesture, I beg your pardon, but with the spirit of a friendship. That's straight into the block hole, would go on to from his pads, and we'll bring the replay just to see what happened. Yeah, straight into the poles, lacking a bit of a bat speed there by the batsman, resulting in the wicket, as you can see in the replay. Yeah, good Yorker in the block hole straight. By Abbas. He will collect his first wicket of the match. Nice rhythm he has, just has struggled a little bit with the ball that is drifting towards the leg side, but this time right on the money. Abbas would be relieved to gather 1 wicket for his team. That would do a lot for his confidence. Once again, we will look at this replay one more time before bringing in the live action. Once again, that ball drifts towards the leg side. Bowler not quite happy with the decisions made, but that looked wide from here. He probably was arguing the fact that the batsman would have moved towards the offside and perhaps would have hit the batsman if he would have stayed on his original spot, but usually those are called wide by the standards of cricket in terms of international rule, and that wouldn't be an exception in the community games, just because it is a community game. The cricket's played here in Sydney amongst diverse background of Pakistani cricketers. Cricketers would have played in good level of competitions in their home countries. A good mixture of India, Bangladesh, Nepal, and some even with a background of South Asia, but born and raised here in Sydney, Australia, or around Australia, engaging in this beautiful game of cricket. We're on to the winter editions of various leagues, and this is Sydney Smash Cricket League, held here in Sydney. One of the better community grades of cricket, played even in the winter time, usually called an off-season for Australian cricket, but not for these community players. Such is the passion and drive and engagement of these gentlemen. Umpire Adil, widely recognized as a very light-hearted individual. likes to uphold the spirit of the game always. Nice bit of smile there. Signaling the bowler to wait, and the play will resume in this beautiful venue of Granville Park, as you can see by the hustling and bustling traffic just onto the right side of the screen there. Bit of a banter there towards the bowler by the umpire. Everything done with the spirit of community games and community values. Nonetheless, you can always guarantee yourself a good bit of spice of cricket competition that would have just hurt us. Oh, this is as I was saying, this is just a typical community cricket at its peak. Three runs out of nowhere. Back and forth. Oh, that's hit straight. Fantastic, man. And just on behalf of Avaani Media and Avaani Real Estate and the whole team and all the community players, good to see a lot of engagement there going on at the YouTube page. I would like to give a big shout out to Aslam Aziz, being a true gentleman there, appreciating our live stream. And so to Mr. Gordon Bombay. Oh, this is straight to the fielder. Scooped it to the fielder there at third man reason. Did well to watch the ball and scoop it, but just straight to the fielder. Wade already getting ready for the second innings by the looks of it. Assessing the condition of the pitch, even though he would have played plenty of matches here. Always a bit of a difference he considers, I reckon. Bit of a difference in the moisture level, bit of a difference in the temperature, the opposition, and everything. And such is the game of cricket. You never know. Just the footwork lacking there, but also a good delivery, that one. His foot not going anywhere towards the line of the ball. just there. Oh, that should have been an oval. I thought that was an oval. It looked like an oval from here, but didn't get called by the umpire. Oh, that was above the waist. Perhaps the argument would have been was dipping, but I wouldn't have any clue about how far in front the batsman was, so probably not the right person to make that call. However, sometimes your eyes can betray you. You cannot always believe what your eyes sees. That's why we as a human being have 5 senses. Need to consider each one at its own merit from time to time. Abbas with his 4th over was introduced towards the later part of the inning, but has done so far so good. On to the 19th over, crucial over, but not conceding too many runs. 135 runs. .24 the local time here. The match had started roughly around 6:30, 6:40 I guess. So slightly over 2 hours period of time here. Bit of a slow match, but nonetheless with the fair share of its excitement so far. Shujat being introduced here for the last over. Oh, and he lost his wicket. First ball perhaps in his community career. Earns him a wicket. Went across, which lost him his wicket for Fahad. Perhaps would have yielded a positive result had he gone towards the straight reason, but he wanted to direct the ball towards his comfort zone, which is a natural swing for anybody who likes to generate power onto the shots. and this time that not yielding a positive result for Fahad, but quite the contrary for Shuzat. He would be delighted to have that wicket in his name. That would do a fair bit of his confidence, perhaps requiring a little bit of a audit with the action there, but top of off, what a first delivery for him. Direct throw there, but the non-striker safely into his cozy space. The new batsman perhaps understanding the assignment here, probably understands that Shuzat is not a regular bowler and he's trying to charge him. This would go on to the off reason. Oh, beautiful catch there. That was a good catch. The ball went towards the offside. The fielder was located in the ring, in the 30th circle. He had to run backwards, but in the end, judged it very well. And that would be the second wicket for Shuzat. Oh, how did that miss the wicket? Last ball of the inning. There's a sweeper located there, but they would aim for 2 runs. And that's the end of the innings. 141 runs there by Wallabies. Would have to do a fair bit of thing with the ball there, with a bit of a dew on the field. It would not be very hard to grip onto the ball, but the outfield's not that fast. Some of the shots that are hit onto the ground, even the ground's nice and smooth, the field itself is not very hard, so the ball would lose a little bit of its speed and wouldn't get the momentum off the surface there. So, but very explosive batsmen in the sides of Avaani Enterprise. They would be looking to smack the ball out of the ground and not considering the ground element onto play. But nonetheless, when the wickets would go down, it would be very hard for the new batsmen to settle unless they are already equipped with the man of the moment, Shuzat, making towards the pavilion, collecting 2 wickets on his end of the inning. Once again, the umpire of the game, Adil, known for his very cheerful personality in the community cricket, making some comments and appreciating our live stream. Yeah, the likes of Numan, the likes of Umair, Zabran himself, very positive player of the game. They would be looking to finish this match. Strategies being made there already in terms of the gameplay. What would be the best way to go about it when it comes to the bowling inning? We will be joining you onto this live stream, once again brought to you by Avaani Media, powered by Avaani Real Estate, located in Norwest, to answer all of your property queries and provide you the right guidance when it comes to making one of the biggest decisions of your life, whether be it purchasing a new property, whether you are a first-time home buyer or looking for a good investment. The warm, friendly real estate agents are always there for you, just one phone call away. Further details can be found at www.avaanirealestate.com.au.
Ajmal bhai.
Didn't come. Do you want to do it again? Do it again. We will be joining you shortly towards the second inning of this match. Avaani Enterprise will be looking to chase that 142 runs in no time. However, it will all depend on the presentation of the bowling attack by the captain Zishan and the strategies and the collective gameplay that the team will have to make to limit Avaani Enterprise to lower than 141 run to be victorious for the Wallabies. Best of luck to both of the teams. I will myself, Dipesh Rajbansi, will be joining you shortly into this live stream. In the meantime, I hope all the viewers out there are having a good time wherever you're watching this stream from. Thank you for your support. We are working diligently to bring as many community games as possible to the convenience of your devices, be it a mobile phone or your home theater, wherever you're watching this from. Live from Granville Park and more beautiful venues around Sydney and New South Wales. Sydney Smash League. Ladies and gentlemen, with me, Wade here, who is planning to go on to the first wicket down probably. What do you think of the total?
Score is not bad, to be honest. 142. There's a lot of dew in the ground, so you just got to watch the ball. 142 very easily chaseable, but you just got to play smart.
Okay.
They're a decent team, to be honest.
okay.
They're a very good team, but we bowled very good. Yeah.
All right, all the best. Thank you.
Very much. Hopefully, you see a lot of sixes from it.
Yeah, and we'll be running on the sixes.
A bit of a promises there. Hopefully, he says a bit of a sixes that we will see, which we will definitely be putting on to replays. But now the focus goes onto the middle of the ground with Numan with his batting partner in the middle. Bit of an issue there, probably. The amount of mud or the ground, the earth itself not holding onto the stumps, delaying the match. In the meantime, sonunda bana da. Oh, dehe. Oh. 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 All right. What might be an action-packed second inning because of the potential lineup of the Avaani Enterprise team in the likes of Numan, Wade, Umar, and likewise, we begin the next inning of the game. This has been called wide. Probably a little bit outside. That looked like it had a bit of a good swing and good shape of the ball. Oh, that's been caught in the point reason. Numan would have to depart from the crease after just the first ball of the innings that he had faced. The first ball was the wide, but this was literally the first legal ball. Swung hard and didn't meet the right part of the bat. Would have been frustrated, but nonetheless, we all know what he's capable of on the day that he gets going. However, Wade will make his way into the middle. Good bit of start here for Wallabies. As mentioned by the batsman who was walking in, he had made the comment about the fact that the team is quite decent when it comes to bowling attack. And that's what we can see in terms of the celebration that they had. Everybody was there to celebrate the wicket. They would know the importance of this wicket because Numan can take away the game from you if he gets going in no time. Failed to do so in this innings, but nonetheless, best of luck for the remaining games. That's wide once again. Are we seeing a pattern here? 1 for 1. Wide and a wicket. And a wide again. Oh, that's looking good. The pitch is assisting a bit by the looks of it. Sliced off from his bat. That would run towards the third man. Reason nobody there. Has been signaled for by the umpire, and that is a sign of the bit of a outward shape that Bilal is bringing into the middle here. The ball is seemingly taking the outswing, which caused Wade. Oh, beautiful delivery there. Good bit of carry. Good start by Bilal. Swung hard. Bit of an appeal there by the wicket keeper. Denied with no interest at all by the umpire. Yeah, he looked quite animated there. Had there been a DRS, system, he probably looked quite convinced. Yeah, just a little bit of that struggle that every batsman tends to have when they walk into the middle, but nonetheless, brilliant over by Bilal. Excellent wicket in his first legal delivery. Couple of wides, conceded 4 runs of the outside edge, and therefore which resulted in a fielder being placed in the third man region. One fielder was located in the deep mid wicket, but a brilliant over, nice rhythmic bowling action brings about the end of the first over with 6 runs on the board, but a crucial wicket of Numan. The night slowly creeping in. 8:56 local time here in Sydney. We're bringing you this live stream from this beautiful venue of Granville Park, facilitated well with the floodlights, one of the best floodlights for community games. This live stream is brought to you by Avaani Media, powered by Avaani Real Estate. This is once again, this was shaping a little bit inwards for the left-handed. The batsman would want to get a second run. Bit of a fumble there by the fielder in the deep region, which would incur them 1 extra runs. Good bit of running between the wicket here. Beautiful shot there. Had lost his shape a little bit towards the early part of that, but his bat speed was quite good enough to actually provide a good part of his bat to that delivery that was drifting away from him. Probably a bit of a swing towards him that helped him as well. Oh. That's a big 6 towards the leg side. There's a fielder located in the deep mid-wicket region, but the batsman wasn't concerned about him at all. Good bit of positive cricket here. Once again, that's a bit of a shape towards the batsman. He would definitely be, or probably, I must say, might cause a bit of a trouble here for Wade, because he seemed to struggle a little bit of that away moving ball delivery by Bilal in his first inning. Hasn't faced that many deliveries to settle in to be able to capitalize on those moving balls, but once again, Kamran looking very similar in terms of his delivery. That ball is just shaping away from the right-hander and coming towards the left-hander, which at times can cause a bit of an issue for a new batsman who had just walked in under the lights. Oh, that was a full tosh. that would ease in for Wade. Some of the things that you don't want to do as a bowler is provide easy runs to the batsmen when they're in that phase, when they were just trying to get off the mark, just trying to allocate some runs for themselves, which can always do a bit of a positive confidence building process for the batsman. Kamran wouldn't have appreciated that delivery himself, but nonetheless, Hashim in the crease now. He has looked good so far. 13 runs of his first 4 balls. Oh yeah, that's a bit of a pressure from the previous couple of boundaries that he had scored. He was trying to bowl that way outside the off. Hashim probably appealing that the ball had landed outside the cricket pitch and probably wanting a free hit and a no ball being called, but the umpire with his eagle eyes right there in the middle, signaling that as a wide. Yeah, still the ball is looking to go towards the inside of this left-handed batsman. That's a full toss, guided towards the leg side. He probably wanted to smack that all the way into the mid-wicket, but probably deceived by the pace of the ball there. पोस्ट कर रहे थे ओके वो ये सेटअप वगैरह कौन सी टोर्नामेंट
इसी स्मैश
ओके ओके yes 17 runs, quite a bit of an expensive over. Not something Wallabies would have wanted in that stage, but nonetheless, few beautiful shots there, risky shots. It was brilliantly played. Yeah, it's a beautiful shot towards the offside. That will go and go beyond the fence and collect crucial 4 runs for Wade. Probably already aware of the fact that that ball was always going to shape outside. He had faced a couple of deliveries in his first over by Bilal, and he was ready there to smack that ball if it would have moved outside the off region, and just slapped it very harshly. That raced onto the fence like a treasure bullet in the language of Ravi Sastry. Yeah, watchful there. Watchful bit of batting there by Wade. A bit of an in-swing here could be lethal, but it depends if that's in the arsenal of the bowler there. Can he deliver a bit of an in-swing? Because Wade now seems to have acquainted with the bowler, and he's quite comfortable leaving the ball outside the off region. This has been smashed once again. Very powerful batsman Wade himself. That ball is racing towards the fence, and not sure if the fielder would call that as a boundary, but has been collected with quite a bit of an enthusiasm. No signal there by the fielder, and usually these community games are guided in by the rule, such as the fielder would have to make the call whether it was a boundary, but would be 2 runs for Wade. Was hit hard. That's bounced a little bit extra. Not quite anticipated, but lucky there That ball didn't carry far towards the fielder that was located inside the ring. Both of the batsmen looking quite comfortable so far into the innings, but quite a bit of a run scoring needed here. 112 still required, which is a fair bit of runs if bowled properly. Nice athletic looking gentlemen for Wallabies. So with a bit of an agile field setup and a bit of proactive planning, they could always afford to attack the batsman of the Avaani Enterprise, Bilal, with his 5th ball. Oh, that's high into the sky. Didn't probably go towards the direction that he would have intended, but that has gone onto the fine leg reason. That's traveling towards the pavilion. Excellent shot. Right in the slot. He was moving away. His front leg was moving slightly towards the leg side. He probably anticipated that ball would be quite fuller. He would have wanted it to slog it all the way to the cow corner region, but finding the nice part of the lower bat, and that ball would travel all the way towards the straight region and collect 6 valuable runs for his team. Another expensive over for Wallabies. Avaani Enterprise wouldn't mind that at all. 17 runs of that over. 40 runs already on the scoreboard. Brilliant bit of batting there by Hashim. He is also the captain leading this team, so by the looks of it, he is quite confident in the abilities of the batsmen that are yet to come, and therefore playing quite freely here. This one has been signaled wide, as you can see. Once again, not a bit of a good start. The start that Wallabies need. That's tight. I thought so. That looked wide from here, and rightly called so by the umpire. Bit of a noise there. There was a noise of the ball thumping onto the hands of the keeper. I thought Wade would have nicked it. Yeah, powerful shot there, but the fielder positioned precisely. He didn't even have to move an inch. Would be a bit of an overstatement. He did have to move, but just to position himself to collect the ball at the right time of it being bounced. Nice bit of fielding and a bit of a good setup here. Hashim, who has looked dangerous so far, scoring 25 runs of his 7 deliveries that he has faced, onto the middle again. Yeah, as I was speaking.
The commentary is coming quite nice and clear.
आप सिगरेट पीते थे? सिगरेट नहीं, हम वो पीते हैं लेकिन नहीं लेके आते। How many people watching?
Not many, 6.
That's still good.
Yeah, but later people was probably say it on it. Fair bit of people supporting this live stream there. Good bit of engagement so far. But this live stream will also be available for any viewers to watch it. This is up in the sky. Nicely taken there. Nicely taken there by the wicketkeeper Always a bit tricky when the ball is moving in the black sky, but well kept there by the wicketkeeper. And Hashim, who has looked dangerous so far, scoring 32 runs of his 9 balls, will have to depart from the middle. Hasnain bringing the breakthrough for the Wallabies. Suleiman off the mark with a controlled shot towards the long off. Reason applauded by his teammates as well. Quite comfortably scored 1 run to get off the mark. Wade will be... you cannot bowl loose deliveries to Wade, because he's always looking to score runs, always looking to explode. And that was delivered right in the slot for him. Did not delay any further with the proceedings to score crucial runs for his team. 4 runs signalled. Has travelled safely towards the square leg reason. Fielder will have to do a fair bit of jogging to collect that delivery and bring it back to the field, because it travelled way deep into the abyss of darkness beyond the capacity of the floodlights. That was very close. Almost hit the stumps, but will collect 2 runs. That was so close from hitting the middle stumps, but the bat was brought about into the play in the right time. Bit of a fortunate runs there. Was getting ready there for another big swing, but the delivery wasn't just there to be hit, and perhaps realizing so, with a bit of an awareness there, but Wade in the right time to save himself from gifting a wicket, but fortunately enough to score 2 runs. that has been signalled no ball. It's always quite tricky making those calls as an umpire without the assistance of the technology, the likes of which we can see in the modern day leagues such as IPL. All sorts of measurement available there at the disposal of umpire. A brilliant bit of bowling there by Hasnain to not allow any bit of a room for the batsman to score off that free hit delivery. At the end of 5 overs, Avaani Enterprise cruising quite well, scoring 70 runs already. This has gone up in the sky once again. The keeper would position himself to capture that wicket, but once again, as I highlighted previously, not easy to judge that ball coming out of black background above hue and not being able to judge that ball quite well. A big moment here in the game. Fielded well there by the fielder, who was located inside the ring. That was traveling quite fast. But also a fielder located here in the long off reason, who might have been able to save that ball from reaching the boundary ropes. Nonetheless, saved a crucial run there. A beautiful shot. Had to adjust. Watchful shot there by Wade. There you go. A couple of footwork that he had to make to be able to adjust for that delivery. And did well to play it late. No one located in the long on reason, and Wade just realizing that fact and capitalizing on that field setup. Sure. Two cameras? No, that's for that's. Ten runs already off his 5 deliveries. This is looking good. Was delivered on the slot there for Wade, and he did well in the end to play that ball very late and punish the bowler for delivering it right there in the slot for Wade. Wade not wasting any time to punish the bowler there. Wouldn't have been the end, the kind of finish that the bowler would have wanted, but good results there for Avaani Enterprise. Big shot there, landed in the middle of the two fielders that were located, and none of them could reach it. Right in the middle. Fortune favoring the luck on Wade's side here. He already has one life given to him, which was a drop catch by the wicketkeeper, and this one way into the black sky once again. Oh, beautiful catch there, and good bit of work there by the cameraman to capture that wicket. Bit of a commentator curse, I suppose, just when I was highlighting the fact that Wade has been quite lucky in this match. Not quite lucky in this instance, but after providing good bit of runs for his team at a healthy strike rate of nearly 200, Wade will have to depart. But yet another explosive batsman, Umar, walks onto the crease. He can be watchful, he can play the situation, but at the same time he can take the game away from you in no time. A very powerful batsman, Umar. But good bit of bowling and excellent fielding there by Wallabies. They would be delighted and will look into this situation as an opportunity to get back into the game. Not having too many runs scored in the first inning, but clearly taking advantage of the situation and conditions there. Bit of a dewy situation there. The ball would have had a fair bit of dew on it, therefore had accumulated some weight, and not easy for the batsman to smack the ball everywhere. They would need to be a bit selective in their shot making. Nice bit of delivery for the new batsman. That was a loopy Yorker. Played well in the end by Umar. Wallabies doing everything that they can to get themselves back into the game. Still a fair bit of runs to be scored. At just a run rate of 4.15, but still a bit of tricky runs to get, because you can't afford to lose too many wickets at this stage of the game. That would be the end of the over. 2 crucial wickets there by Hasnain. Just 4 runs conceded. Just 0.15 less than the par score required. But Wallabies would think that they're right back into the game. The likes of Umar Dar, who likes to explode as a batsman. Too many things would have going on to his mind at the moment. And those instances, those dilemmas sometimes can cause you to make some rash decisions, but he's a good cricketer overall. That's straight onto the fielder. Not an easy commitment to make in these wintry nights when your hands wants to be in the cozy pockets of your pants. You have to get them out and commit to the hard leather that the cricket balls are. Always a bit of harsh playing cricket during winter. That's smacked, but only will be 1 run. The fielder was located sharply there.
Faisal.
Good bit of battle as anticipated. Bit of a tricky conditions to navigate here for the batsman of Avaani Enterprise. That should have been stopped there by the bowler, but probably the winter aspect that I was explaining just a while ago playing a bit of part there to provide 1 runs to the Avaani Enterprise team. Smacked straight. The fielder was just 5 meters away from the delivery, but couldn't reach because that ball was traveling like a treasure bullet. Will score 4 runs for his team. hopeful appeal there. Shows how desperate the Wallabies are to get the wicket of Umar. They would know how dangerous he is. Oh, that swung a bit. Bit of an animated appeal there by wicketkeeper. He thought that would have got something on his way, but no interest shown by the umpire. Oh, that's an identical incident. Just quite a risky endeavor there by Umar to just collect 1 run. Quite a smart bit of batting. Crucial 1 run. Wow. It's cruising safely here. That's what Avaani Enterprise need at the moment. Bit of a cautious batting, not to create any rash decisions in the field. Just needing 3.91 run rate with 11 overs to expend. They would just need 43 runs. Just 1 big over somewhere in the middle required. However, the batsman would have to be quite selective to create the shots. And I usually even highlight around my networks and my teammates as well that when a situation like this happens, where batsmen have reserved themselves from playing shots and limit the run scoring to just singles and dot balls, big shots can come at a very wrong time. Depending upon the skill set of a batsman, it can always be tricky to decide when it comes to which ball to charge onto and which ball to defend, and those situations can bring about some kind of false cricketing and can become quite tricky. And it all depends on the mindset of the opponent as well, how you look into this situation. An invitation to make a big shot could be quite handy for Wallabies here. But nonetheless, Faisal and Umar Dar taking all the matter in their hand at the moment, not giving any chances to Wallabies. That was on the leg side, didn't carry it all the way to the keeper, and just extra runs therefore. Wallabies, and that's 4 runs in total. Not something that you want to be doing at this stage of the game. Easy runs takes a lot of pressure off the batting team when you provide them such kind of freebies from time to time. Beautiful shot. A bit of a change in commentary here. I beg your pardon. I thought there was a possibility of a Hindi commentary. but gracefully signaled it's not quite ready. Anyways, I hope you're enjoying this stream so far. Quite an exciting time of the game here. He will have to make some kind of a good comeback, Fahad, having conceded 17 runs of his first. Over. He's had a good comeback so far in this over. Nobody on the outside of the off reason. Two fielders would have to make a run. 2 runs added. Bit of a freebie there once again. Full toss outside off. When you have positioned all your offside fielder in the ring, captain signaling one of the fielders to go and field outside the ring. They're in the offside reason. Now mid wicket on the offside in the deep. Long off and long on. Mid wicket and an individual located in the cow corner. 4 fielders inside the ring. Fahad would want to invite the player to make a shot, I thought. Once again, beautifully played towards the offside. The ball wouldn't travel all the way to the fence. Good bit of fielding there. Not quite a good throw, but enough to limit the runs to just 1 run. Not to confuse the spectator watching this game from the fine leg reason, he is not a fielder. I repeat, he is not a fielder. He just happens to be an enthusiastic individual enjoying this live action. Powerful Umar punishing that short ball. Regardless of the fact that there was a mid-wicket in the deep reason, the fielder couldn't do much about that. 4 runs. Nine runs needed now. But Wallabies is not giving up without a bit of a fight here. An animated appeal, and the umpire has signaled out there. Took his time to give that decision, but looked like it might have brushed the floor. I beg your pardon. The ground, but signaled out. Another twist in the game. Wallabies would be thrilled by that wicket. lots of positive talk and talk about getting back into the game. One can guess might be happening in that momentarily gathering, signaling a change of field here. But at a loss of 5 wickets now, and with 5 wickets remaining, Avaani Enterprise still requiring 29 runs, and at times can be just a matter of a couple of good deliveries. But nonetheless, Jabran walks into the field. Numan, the captain of the team, messaging the batsman Umar to wait for bad deliveries. Not quite said by Umar there, and the fielder would fumble and concede 1 extra runs there. But nice bit of batting there by Umar. Kind of a batsman he is. He can take all the responsibility on himself when it comes to situations like this. He has played brilliant cricket so far. 14 runs of 11 balls, scoring boundaries every now and then, but also being quite watchful. This would travel all the way to the boundary fence, right in the slot. Did well to hold on to his position and just smack that out of the ground. Very powerful batsman. Now just 19 needed of 9.1 overs. Just a matter of 3 big hits, but also a matter of 3 good balls to bring Wallabies right back into the game. There must have been some bit of noise, and once again an animated appeal there. But umpire not interested at all and professionally diffused the appeal. Signaled to carry on, boys. But Hasnain conceding 10 runs of that over. But a positive note would be the wicket that they collected for the team. Once again, quite a bit of an action going on. Comfortable 2 runs there to 16. 4 boundaries, which equates to, but as I have highlighted before, 4 good deliveries can bring you right back into the game. Nonetheless, time to appreciate our sponsor, the associate partner of this Avaani Media live stream, brought to you by Avaani Real Estate. Live streamed from this beautiful venue of Granville Park. This is appeal and it's been given out. Struck him in the middle. He wanted to just flick that towards the leg side, probably because they had been able to concede some of the crucial easy couple of runs from that reason. Zabran having a bit of a dilemma. The ball not quite there for him to be able to flick. Bit of an appeal, and umpire did not delay anything when he came to raising his finger. Once again, the team of Wallabies would gather in the middle to motivate each other. Another turn in this eventful game so far. Tahir now in the middle. Bit of a pressure moment because it's not easy to just get in and smack everything out of the park. And such pressure can at times make you decide in the wrong side of your game. Doesn't matter how much you've practiced. The situation and circumstances of the game can always be quite demanding of you mentally. And that is what Avaani Enterprise needs here. Done well so far. Crucial single run. Applauded by his teammates out from the dugout. Numan is always enthusiastic for the game and for the win and for the team. He's applauding every bit of run there from the dugout. Wallabies would think they're right back here in the game. A little bit lacking in terms of the totals that they would have wanted at this stage of the game. But nonetheless, a bit of a positive appreciation within that grouping in the field would help. A bit of a fight needed here by Wallabies. Muhammad, a bit of a bold captaincy here. Muhammad, who has conceded 20 runs of his first over, is back in the attack. This has been slapped towards the offside, but the outfield is not that fast, and a couple of runs. Good bit of running there by Umar Dar to come back into the danger end. 2 runs added to the total. 2 runs off the tally. Good ball there. Kind of delivery that can sometimes yield you an LBW, because the batsman is always trying to score that run with a bit of a dew on the ball. That ball can always skid and hit the pads. Smart bit of bowling. extra runs. These are the kind of things that can differentiate between maintaining the pressure and letting things go. Wicket keeping, one of the most important position in the team. Not quite the A game shown there by the keeper. But not to be too harsh, he might have been just a part-time keeper for the team as well. Not easy to get everybody in that. Oh, that's a fair bit of appeal. Probably for an LBW. Perhaps for an inside edge. But umpire once again not interested at all. And there you go. Just a matter of a couple of hits. But at the same time, you cannot go wrong with these shots that you're about to play. Once again, single run. An easy run given there. Wallabies would need to attack the batsmen in terms of the field set, which they are not doing, inviting the players to make big shots and probably hoping for the mistakes. Bit of a conservative cricket which can yield you result from time to time, and we would only be able to make comments on those once we have the benefit of hindsight and once things has occurred. It's always easy to be critical from the commentary box always, but quite a tricky bits of circumstances there at the moment. The equation now just to 5. Massive 6 there by Umar. This is running towards the boundary. And that's 4 runs, just 1 run needed. Umar taking all the matter in his own hand and providing this crucial inning. Not the highest score that he has scored, but a very cautious, careful and diligent bit of cricket here by Umar. That will seal the deal for Avaani Enterprise. Brilliant bit of cricket here by Umar. Players would shake their hands. And good bit of win there for the captain as well. Noman himself leading his team from the front. Wasn't able to capitalize on his batting today, but did well with the ball in his hand and led his team to this crucial victory. Once again, Umar, man of the tournament. And ladies and gentlemen and everyone watching this live stream, I would like to thank you once again for joining and tuning in into this live stream brought to you by Avaani Media, powered by Avaani Real Estate, where you can inquire about any property related inquiries you might have. One of the biggest decisions of your life. It can be a bit overwhelming with so many options that are available in your hand, but nonetheless it's always crucial to make that decision quite right, and the friendly staff and friendly agent at Avaani Real Estate can help you make that decision and go about the right direction when it comes to your property decisions. Thank you once again for tuning in. This is Dipesh Rabasi signing off from Granville Park. Hope to see you soon in another live stream happening this weekend on Sunday. Please like and subscribe our YouTube page as well as the Facebook page that we've got for any notifications, so that you don't miss out on some of the live action coming from all the way from Sydney, and bringing you some of these brilliant bit of cricket in the community level. Once again, have a lovely night, sleep tight, bit of a winter, bit of weather starting here in Sydney. But one thing is for sure, the action will be brought to you by Avaani Media whenever we can. Have a good night.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, no worries.